Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? Happy May 12th. Happy Monday. It is my Friday, so I'm very happy. But for all of you who it is your Monday, I am so sorry, but you only got 4 more days because it's almost over now. How you feeling today, Jay? How's mom's, man?
It's good. She's eating good, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's a good thing. I've been feeding her good. A lot of cooking, a lot of cooking. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
So, and I have to. It's kind of different because it's different. I have to learn her new diet. Right now. So it's definitely different.
Definitely.
But yeah, she's eating good. A lot of vitamins with her applesauce. So yeah, definitely figuring everything out. Just gotta. It always takes me a week to get a new schedule down.
Uh-huh.
So it's gonna take me about a week to get this schedule down. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, man, that's the plan. So
But at least when you get it down, it'll be like, what I mean? It's just like anything else. Like you said, it takes honestly like 2 to 3 weeks to get everything down.
yeah, I'd say one full week because like I have a physical therapist coming from my mom, primary care physician, RN, speech therapist. Like it's just you know what I mean, all different days. You
Uh-huh.
know, so that's what I mean.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Um, sure, your boy went on a little spending spree over the weekend, and I ended up getting some shoes, man.
That's good times. That's good.
It was like nostalgia type shoes. I decided to get them. I don't know if you remember. I think they were the Allen Iversons,
Okay.
the the Reebok pump ones.
The pumps? No, they weren't AI. Oh, okay. Was the pump on the side or the tongue?
It was on the tongue, and it says like number 3 on the back.
Maybe. Because Iverson's pumps had the pump on the side.
Oh yeah, no, no. This one's they're Reebok. They have like the honeycomb things in the middle, and then they have like number 3 in the back.
Yeah, those are if they're the OG ones, they're probably not AIs.
They're yeah, they're well, they're new. You could buy them brand new. So I ended up getting
Oh,
those, and I
okay.
ended up going on StockX, and I'm bidding. I'm trying to get these green suede Kobe's that I hella like. They got like this
Yeah.
like silver platter thing in the back with his signature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, just super cool, super cool.
That's cool.
And one other pretty cool thing, I can't say how on the air because I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but my wife was
Hmm.
able to or managed to get Steve Kerr's autograph today.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's always good. That's a good thing.
I know. I was like, babe, do you know who this guy played with? She's like, Kobe Bryant. I was like, no, my love. She played with Michael Jordan. I love my
That's
wife.
funny.
Yeah, man, just super cool though. I had a pretty good weekend overall too. Just worked. Had a really cool story for Sunday. It was super slow at our dealership, and my manager started getting hella frustrated around like 4 p.m. We are open only until 7. So he
Uh,
started having all of us call all our past people and started like actually letting us discount the cars again. And luckily, bro, I was able to get a hold of one of my customers. And dude, I had him come in like 2 hours before we closed. Ended up closing them on a deal. They were super tough to deal with, but they were cool. At the end of it all, got it all done. And then my manager pulled me to the side afterwards, and he was like, "You saved the day today, Chris." I was like, "Thank you, my manager. You were very kind." So yeah, because I was the only one that sold that day, and I was just like, damn, okay. But yeah, he like really literally thanked me for it and stuff, super cool.
of
So
course. That's what's
yeah,
up.
man, had to do it. But it's always nice when you're able to do that. And I got my office all nice now, bro. Like I ended up getting like 2 trees, and I
Yeah.
put them on both sides of my desk because
Yeah.
Subaru, we're all about our trees.
Yeah.
We like give away trees and stuff. Like we're all about nature. People when they buy Subarus, those are the type of people that love to go out into the nature.
Of course.
That's why they buy all-wheel drive Subarus. And so I made sure to, like, for my office to put like trees everywhere. I got a what else I got? Oh, I bought like the business card holder, like a nice marble looking one, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
that's
And we
cool.
got Gloria Paz in the house. She says, dude looked like the man from Wreck-It Row.
From what?
Wreck-It Row?
What's that?
I don't know. Wreck-It Row.
Okay, Wreck-It Rough.
I
That's
think she probably talking about you. Maybe she's talking about me. I don't know. Or maybe she's talking about TV. I don't
it's
know.
all good, brother.
Worst comes to worst, we all wrong, and she is talking about the dogs. The dogs.
He's knocked out.
Yeah. Just because the picture that they have is like of a dog of their like
Oh, okay.
of their like because they're off YouTube. Anyway, shout out to the 9 people watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share. Happy Monday, guys. Let's get into it. Let's see if Jay knows about the 90s twin turbo all-wheel drive coupe that was a budget super killer with a manual transmission that competed against the likes of our X7s and Supras.
Nope.
I am talking about the one and only, the Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4 Spiders.
Forgot about those, man.
Those things are badass, man.
I forgot about those.
Yeah. What I got for you? Do you know that Governor Newsom is urging California cities and counties to ban homeless encampments?
Really?
Yeah. Kind of crazy,
It's
right?
ironic.
He used to be like the man that was on the other opposing side, you know?
Exactly. The poster child for it.
I know. So what happened? What happened, Newsom?
He only has 1,000 homeless encampments in Frisco, but it's okay.
He lives in Marin anyway. It's not like he's gonna.
Oh, I know, but it's like, bro, he like you said, he was all for that. That dude, bro.
So you know how the Teslas that like they can drive themselves now type thing?
Yeah.
Some person reported that they bought the Tesla Cybertruck, and did you know that not only can it drive itself places, but it can actually drive itself back to the dealer because of the heavy debt they owed on it.
No shit. The
Yeah, so
Cybertruck? I thought you said the Cybertruck. So the Cybertruck does have that technology.
they have the technology, they just won't approve it to drive by itself. It's
No,
like
I
a
know.
big
So,
old,
but they
big old
do
truck.
have it now. They do have
Yeah,
it.
they have it. They
Oh,
have
okay.
it. Sure. They want their car back if you don't pay that note. You know what I'm saying?
That's just hella funny.
Yeah.
That's just funny as fuck.
Do you know that Tesla is facing major hurdle as humanoid robot development hits unexpected snag?
What's the snag?
It says they have not yet looked into modifying.
What do you mean?
So they like put him with like a program and then put him out into the world, but they don't get the updates like the cars where they can like they're going to be
Got
produced
it.
the way they're produced, you know?
Got to make that happen then. Got to step it up.
And it also says that a lot of the robots require rare earth minerals and magnets, which are
I
suppliers
believe
in
it.
China.
I believe it.
Yeah. And China is giving us a hard time of us requiring those minerals because supposedly you can use them for military purposes, and China does not believe the U.S. will not use them for military purposes.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, kind of crazy, man. Kind of crazy. Shit, bro. By the way, you're gonna be super happy when you get your Tesla, man. Because now I'm driving mine for like to work and stuff, and just driving it. And even with the payments I got now, bro, like I'm super happy. Like these are pretty much all the I'm just gonna pay off these cars and hold on to them as long as I can, you know.
Yeah, I'm not really, honestly, man. I will get one, but I gotta work on all the cars I have first. I gotta have my boy get them all up to date.
Yeah, definitely,
I'm a
definitely.
little behind with a lot of stuff just because I'm worried. I got my mom at home now, so it's different. So I gotta play catch up for a minute.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know what shoes I was hella digging that I was trying to get, but I decided not to just because I seen a whole bunch of fakes on eBay, but then the real ones are going for like a G or like a little bit around that area, and
What?
that was the Kobe, the Bruce Lee version. It's like a yellow kind of shoe. You ever seen
Yeah.
the Bruce Lee edition of Kobe's?
Yeah. I've seen
Dude,
them.
that thing is hella tight, bro. But I was like, dude, they want hella money, and then like you could tell they're which ones like there's hella like people trying to sell fake ones, you know.
Of course. That's how it always is, man.
Sucks. Kinda sucks, man.
That's how it is, man. Everyone trying to come up.
Yep. Even a new exotic Italian sports car manufacturer. Did you know that there is one of those? It's exotic Italian sports car, and it pairs. It's like a nostalgia brand. Like it's almost like the car is a nostalgia type of car, but it's a new car and it has a V8 with a manual transmission.
What is it?
They're calling it the Rina, Rina, and it's made by Automobila Mignata.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it looks like a Shelby, like the 2-seater Shelbys, like the no roof Shelbys.
Oh, the old ones.
Old ones. That's exactly
Oh,
what it
that's
looks like.
sick.
Yeah, that is pretty tight, man. Did you know that today is the anniversary of the titanium innovation for Citizen watches? Citizen
I did.
celebrates 55 years of innovation.
I did not know that.
Yep. Jay, since you are a dog lover, would you by any chance know what are the 8 worst dog breeds for seniors?
For seniors?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all the big ones.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, I mean,
Kind of easy.
it's just.
That's a little too easy, man. I mean, you can't get off that easily. I need breed specifics, brother.
Well, I mean, it's just because it's hard to control them because they're so big.
Yeah, they're,
I mean, you
they're
you go anything from Rot, Pit, uh, Mastiff, uh, even Malamute, all the big dogs, all the big
yeah.
dogs. Cane Corso, all of them.
All right.
There's a lot. There's all the big dogs.
All right. So let's get into it. Starting at number 10, we got the Cane Corso.
Like I told you,
I was like, damn, okay, you're reading my script.
it's just all the big dogs, dude. Like those are the ones that popped in my head.
Did you know that Cane Corsos have roots tracing back to Roman war dogs?
I do.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of research on them. There's a couple people I
Oh,
know that wanted to get them like 5 years ago. I was like, damn, that's a
yeah.
dope ass dog.
Oh
But you
yeah.
got her but they're mean, dude. They're not mean to you, but those are some real tough dogs.
I believe it.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
tough.
At number 9, we got the Persian Sarabi.
What the what?
It's called the Persian Sarabi.
Huh.
It's like a pretty big looking dog too.
Okay.
At number 8, we got the Akita from
Really?
Japan. Yep.
That's a trip because it's not even that big. Wow.
They're not big, but they're pretty mean. You know,
Well,
they're
yeah,
guard
but I mean,
dogs.
yeah, exactly.
At number 7, we got the Afghan Hound.
Afghan. I don't know that one.
Yep. At number 6, we got the Brazilian Mastiff. It's like a
Yep,
mastiff.
mastiff. Any mastiffs, any of them.
At number 5, we got the Central Asian Shepherd.
I don't know that one.
At number 4, we got the Boer Boel. Boer Boel.
Huh.
At number 3, we got the Presa Canario.
Don't know that one either.
At number 2, we got the Argentino Lino.
Don't know that one either.
And number 1, we got the Wolf Hybrid. So if you got a Wolf Hybrid, you definitely don't want
Yeah.
that one on seniors.
Well, aka
And
Malamute.
yeah, some notable other mentions would be the American Pit Bull Terrier
Yep, of course, Pitbull.
and the Tibetan Mastiff as
Yeah,
well.
the Tibetan Mastiff. That's the one I was thinking. That's a big ass dog.
Uh-huh.
That's a monster dog, bro.
So keep those away from seniors, guys, because
Well,
seniors will get wrecked.
that's just common sense, bro. Hella big.
But Jay, let me ask you this: did you know that GM hired a new self-driving leader as chief product officer because they are trying to get ahead of the game?
Ahead of the game. Well, they should have done that 4 years ago because those idiots had 4,000 cruise cars on the road. Remember, that was GM.
Yeah,
And then their AI sucked. And what happened?
I know.
They had to shut it down,
Yep.
idiots. And who bought them? Who bought all those cars? Uber.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly why they hired someone new because they failed. They actually had a higher market than Waymo, bro. They had like 4,000 cars on the road.
That's crazy.
Every other car was a cruise car. I was like, God damn, they're everywhere. And you
Yep.
could always tell by the stupid name on the back.
Right.
They were all labeled, and I was like, how? And then remember, I told you you remember how they were running into people?
Yeah.
I told you I filmed one running into a parked car in the
No, I know.
fog.
Yeah, that's just hella crazy, dude.
It was going like because it was foggy. It was so
I could tell Cruise was like super, like no good, compared to like Waymo and stuff. So.
that's what I'm saying. Like Waymo at that time barely had like maybe like half a rack with cars.
Yeah.
Cruise had the whole market
Right.
because Waymo was perfecting that AI, and man, Cruise's AI was just all over the place, bro.
Exactly. Exactly.
It was some of the funniest things I've seen. Cops they didn't even know what to do because no one's in the car,
No,
trying to pull over cruise cars, that crash into things. Like,
exactly. Exactly.
funniest shit ever, bro.
And we got DTW in the house showing us the guns. What's going down, brother? Hope everything is well in the 505. Jay, let me ask you, did you know that there was a smart ass student by the name of Hud Haifa Nazordine, and he just built a $2,000 working fusion reactor in his bedroom using parts sourced online in
That's
just 4
dope.
weeks.
Where? Where's that?
Bedroom.
No, like where? What country?
I think it's in America, bro.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because he goes to the University of Waterloo.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
so he must be going out here somewhere.
It's kind of funny.
Yep. Let me ask you another thing, Jay. Did you know that authorities arrested over 100 people on Tennessee roads in support of Trump's deportation plan?
No, I did not know.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. It says more than 100 people have been taken into custody by federal immigration officials in a joint operation of the Tennessee Highway Patrol, leaving many in Nashville's immigrant community uncertain and worried.
I had no idea.
Let me see what else I got for you, bro. Jay, did you know that it looks like Prime Video might be coming up with a Creed spin-off series?
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I mean, obviously, I grew up on the Rocky series, right? So I saw the Creeds. The Creeds were cool. No, I have nothing against them, but I grew up on the Rocky series, so I wonder where they're going with it. You know what I mean? The series.
Yeah,
I like how in the Creed series they still incorporated Rocky.
exactly.
So I don't know where they're going with the series though.
Right.
You know.
Uh, Last but not least, Jay, did you know that officials got to celebrate today after they found out that from data that beavers made a historic comeback because they were almost hunted to extinction?
I didn't know. Beavers, huh?
We got beavers. They're back in full effect,
Good.
healing the lands, brother. Healing the lands.
I hope so, man.
Yeah,
I hope so.
super good, bro. Super good.
Animal life, bro, all day.
Yep. Actually, I got one more for you, Jay, because it's very interesting. Did you know that the California Highway Patrol decided to come out and say that they are getting new undercover vehicles that they will be patrolling our freeways with?
I believe it. What is it?
From all things, it's a souped up Dodge Durango.
Oh, okay. That makes sense because I mean, a lot of them mobbing the Chargers anyway.
Exactly.
So that's cool.
Yep. So now either look out for the Ford Explorers or the Chargers, or last but not least, the Durangos. They got three
Bro,
locales.
I don't be mashing anyway, you know that.
No, not yet, because you said you having a budget for the Mustang coming soon to a theater
Well,
near
yeah,
you.
I have allowance on all my cars. But
That's what I'm
still, when
saying.
I have fast whips, why I don't drive fast, dog. I never do. You know, unless someone trying to come up and want smoke, but other than that,
Well,
it's
that's what
rare.
I'm saying, bro. I mean, you got the Autobahn in your backyard.
I know, but it's rare. That's what I'm saying. Most of the time, you know, I'm chilling, man. I'm watching a
Hey,
movie.
it's
Like
gonna
I'm
be
real chill.
it's gonna be as rare as your '50 Mustang Cobra. Tell you. Because you know everybody's gonna try to come get the smoke from you, and then you're gonna
Uh,
just be like, unless they're a worthy opponent, you're just gonna be like, please.
exactly. Believe me, I be like, it's funny, man. Like whatever I'm in, people always try to race. I even when I'm into my Hummer, people try to race. Like, bro, does it look like I want to race you? Like, bro, I'm driving 50 on the freeway. Like, what do you want? Let me
Yeah,
watch my movie and relax. It doesn't matter what car I'm in. It always happens, dude. It's hilarious.
you should get like one of those shooting tow hitches from the front of your Hummer, so that way you can just like, you know what I mean, snap onto somebody else's back bumper and pull them back up to you when they try to like do stuff like that. Yeah,
This is funny, man. This shit
why
cracks
not?
me up.
Why not?
But yeah,
Anyway,
man, I didn't even know they were doing all that with Highway Patrol, man. Like,
yeah,
so like you know all the like it's different because I see the change now in all these cities, like because ever since Waymo and since all the AI cars are coming, like cops won't, they really don't have much. That's what I mean. I feel like I see less on the road these days
right, right.
because more AI cars. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but and like I said, there's a lot of hidden like patrolling cars. I think
Yeah,
from what I see, from what happened like from back in the day till now, I
yeah.
think that there's still a pretty good amount of cops out there. But I think that one, they kind of more now, instead of patrolling areas, they just respond to incidents.
That's what I
And
mean.
yeah, and two, the thing that I saw was that the cops now, um, they're dealing with a lot more like sensitive people and emotions, and everything is blamed on mental. So you know what I mean, is just like
Yeah.
you have to be extra sensitive to
Well,
other
they could
people.
get in hella trouble too because of
That's
all
what I'm saying.
the you know. Yeah,
Before
that's
it
what I
was not
mean.
like that. It was like it was like military police type shit.
Yeah.
Now it's like the police are much more sensitive towards people's needs.
Well, that's why I like all the AI cars, man. You know that I mean that's what I mean. If you see it, like the only time I really see cops in Frisco is when they're like, you know, like with vagrants or criminals
Yeah, exactly.
or dope fiends. You know,
Yeah,
like honestly, like you know, because there's so many AI cars.
right.
I just saw the Waymo. So Waymo has they have their van too now. You seen it?
Way more the vans. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't even know. I was like, oh shit, this is dope. My boy
Dope.
told me Elon's robo taxis are in Palo Alto.
Oh, really? It makes
Uh-huh.
sense. They got a dealership there, so
Yeah. So by June, that's full blown robo taxi section, bro.
nice,
So he's
nice.
starting there going north, like Waymo started SF going south.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's I'm telling you, bro. Every other car we see on the fucking road in the bay is gonna be an AI. I'm all for it. I love it.
It's crazy
I,
because whenever we leave the bay to like have a sewer somewhere, bro, like you see how everybody else is like driving big ass diesel trucks and shit. We're over here fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like we're about to be hydrogen pretty soon, bro.
That's what I mean, bro. I was telling my boy I hello, you know you know how I was talking about the Kawasaki, like the dog horse robot.
Yeah,
I was like, bro, I gotta get one of those.
I know. I know. Seriously.
That shit looks so cool, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Just ride up mountains with that thing, bro. Who cares?
Mm-hmm. That's what it's for, to explore.
Yeah,
It's like you're in a
exactly.
fucking video game exploring.
Yep.
So fucking dope, dude.
That's all I need in my life.
Right?
With a
But yeah,
parachute
man.
on top, just in case I jump over a cliff on accident.
Right?
They'll probably have to
Fuck.
have some kind of safety feature on there where, like, in a
Yeah,
sense,
on you. Just wear it on you, bro. Wear it
yeah,
on you.
exactly.
But that, yeah, man, I haven't seen the Elon's Robo Taxi, so gotta, that's gonna be in Palo Alto first, so I'm probably gonna have to head out that way.
It's gonna be cool to see.
Oh yeah, like I seen them online. Obviously, they look dope, man. There's only
Yeah,
gonna be 2 people. Remember,
right, right.
that shit look dope, though, man.
All right. Well, let's get into it. What is going on in the NBA with these playoffs?
NBA, man, it's tough, man. It's tough right now. So the current game right now, T-Wolves and Warriors. Third quarter, Wolves are up 68-66. There is no Steph, remember. So
Every
that's gonna be a tough one, man. If the Warriors can pull that off, that will help a lot for them. But it's gonna
right.
be tough without Steph, man. They're missing a good.
At least, so
Yeah, but you're missing a good 30 points a game right there, man. You know what I'm saying?
that means Buddy Hield's got to step it up for Curry.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're at home, so hopefully they do, man. There's so that one's going on current right now. And then the game earlier, man, this was a tough one, man. I was watching it and I was cooking, obviously, and the Knicks beat the Celtics 121-113, but
Ooh, damn.
that wasn't the blow. It was the Tatum injury, man.
Oh, he got injured?
Yeah, bro. He had 42, and I was like, "Oh, we're good. This is good." And then all of a sudden, bro, when you just fall, it's not a good look for an injury, man. Like no one hit him. He didn't land on an ankle. He looked like Kyrie falling, and I was like, "Oh no, dude." It's like, fuck.
This is like a script type thing you're saying?
No, I'm saying this is when you have a non-contact injury, it's very scary because that's a lot of wear and tear on your body, and I don't know what went out on his leg. Couldn't walk, had to be carried off, wheelchaired out. I was like, oh no, bro. Not a good thing. Usually, like when you have an injury and no one he basically did it and like he like fell over, you know what I mean? Usually when that happens, it's like it's something major. I'm praying he's dehydrated and he was just overworked. But that's obviously that's tough to say because yeah, man, it's usually when you see stuff like that, it's a really major thing. So
I don't know, man. It sounds kind of scripted to me, bro.
yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that I hope that honestly because he had 42 right when that happened.
Yeah.
He was killing them, and then all of a sudden, yeah, I don't know, man.
It
was a very very sad moment.
I think you were totally right that they were not going to be able to get beat, and Adam Silverman, everybody was like, well, nobody wants to see like a repeat of the Celtics, so let's just do this thing, and that way they don't have a chance anymore.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see what they say for his injury.
Yeah,
that's really what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, it was that was definitely not something I wanted to see. And I was cooking. I was like, no. I did not just, you know what? I'm gonna go back to cooking. I don't want to see this. I was like, nah, bro. Because
you're like, please let it be a dream. Please let it be a dream.
Well, that's what I mean. I was thinking in my head, okay, maybe because he was playing hard, man. I was like, maybe he's just dehydrated, bro. He's dehydrated, overworked, and but oh man, hopefully, we'll see what the injury report says tomorrow.
Yeah. I know it's not going to say this was scripted.
No, I definitely won't say that. But that was a tough one, man. That was a tough one. So, you know what I mean?
For sure. What happened in yesterday's games since we were
let's see. Yeah, let's see. Sunday we had the Thunder beat the Nuggets. So, like I told you, that's 2-2. That's a 7-game series. And the Pacers, I was shocked, dude. At one point, that team was up by like 60 points, man.
Damn.
Yeah, they annihilated the Cavs. Like it ended up being 129-109, but
Yeah.
at one point, dude, it was like at halftime it may have been 80-30.
Wow.
Yeah, it was real bad.
Pacers, man, doing work.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And then the games on Saturday, the Celtics beat the Knicks and the Wolves beat the Warriors. So this game is very important to the Warriors today. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, man. But it's
For
gonna be
sure.
hard. Like I said, there's no Steph. So
I know.
you know what I
Yes,
mean?
that's what I'm saying. Because my wife was like, "I want to watch today," and then I forgot there's no Steph Curry, so there's no point to watch.
It's the thing without when you don't have a Steph, man. You know, like first that's 30 points a game right there. Second, always draws hella people to him, and people are always open.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
hard when you don't have someone like that. You know, it's yeah. So it's a tough one.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What happened in Saturday's games since we were not reporting Saturday?
Yeah, I had just told it to you. The
Oh,
Celtics beat the Knicks. Yeah, so the Celtics beat the Knicks and the Wolves beat the Warriors.
okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Got you.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. Any other trending topics in basketball?
No, it was all Knicks, Celtics, and then obviously the Warriors right now they're losing to the Wolves. So
Okay.
yeah.
Um, and let's go into some MLB news. What's going on in
Yes,
those?
sir. Let's see what's up with the MLB, man. We got 3 games current right now, man. The Gigantes are playing the D-backs. They are losing 2-1 in the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees and Mariners are playing in the bottom of the eighth. The Yankees are up 8-3. And the Padres and Angels are playing in the bottom of the eighth, and they're up 5-3. The Padres. So those are the 3 current games right now. The Guardians beat the Brewers 5-0. Tigers beat the Red Sox 14-2. Cardinals beat the Phillies 3-2. The Mets beat the Pirates 4-3. Braves beat the Nationals 4-3. Cubs beat the Marlins 5-2. Rangers Rockies, who won?
Rockets.
Nope, Rangers won.
Oh, really?
2-1. And the Royals beat the Astros 7-5.
Any trending baseball?
No, nothing trending with baseball.
All
I have
right.
a couple basketball trends, but we can go that later.
Yep, go that in a little bit. We'll get to that.
Yep.
We'll get to that.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, if you did see it or didn't see it, let's go over some UFC news. Let's see what happened there. So for your main card, it was Bilal Muhammad who took the win in the decision against Jack Della Maddalena. I think I did not call Muhammad to win that one. So good job, Muhammad, for taking that one, man. For your woman flyweight co-main event, we had Valentina Shevchenko take the win in decision as well against Manon Ferrari. I did call that one because Shevchenko is just a beast. And in your featherweight, the third fight was Jose Aldo, who lost against Ayman Zahabi in decision as well. That one, I didn't see these fights, so I'm not sure like really what happened, but I did see some highlights of the Jose Aldo, and it looked like he was pretty like beat up afterwards. For your woman flyweight, we had Alex Grasso against Natalia Silva, and Silva took that one by decision, so Grasso was kind of like on a down spurt, I guess. And for your lightweight, we have Benoit Saint Denis against Kyle Propolis, which Benoit Saint Denis won in submission of round 2. He took that one. Very cool. That guy's like special forces, so I had a feeling he would win that one. All right, that is your UFC news. Those are kind of sorry that it happened the way it did. If you were going for the other fighter, but hey, it happens. And Montana Chi says, "Bro, Bilal lost. LMAO." Yeah, I know, man. That's. I didn't call that one at all. Oh, he lost. Oh, that's what he's saying. He lost. Damn. Okay. It said that for some reason on my end, it said that he won off the results. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, crazy. So Bilal lost, guys, on the UFC. I'm sorry, I reported that wrong. It says Bilal lost, supposedly. I have to relook at that. Bilal.
Well, did he? So he lost.
It looks like he lost, yeah. Because and I think they're right because I did hear that he lost. Yeah, he did lose. Yeah. I actually reported that wrong. My bad. My
Okay.
bad. So yeah, he did lose. Bilal Muhammad lost. Jack Della Maddalena won that one. So much. I think I could have said. I swear I said that, but whatever. Whatever. All right, let's move on. And what's happening with the Mavericks and their lottery status?
The Mavericks. Since I know they had a nice little trade with the NBA, so you can't tell me that sports aren't rigged. So they trade Luca, right? But the NBA was like, "We got you, bro." They only had a 1% chance to get the number one pick, and they got it.
Got it, of
So
course.
hey, so shout out to the Mavericks, man. That saves their owner because now they're gonna get Cooper Flag. I guarantee you.
Yeah,
Cooper Flag got game, dude, and you put Cooper Flag there with Anthony Davis, Kyrie, and Clay. You sitting nice.
yeah, exactly.
Cooper Flag, they'll get him on that NBA program, and yeah, he's a good player, bro. He's
Oh
solid.
yeah, for sure.
I think he'll fit right in there, bro. So he
Cooper.
gonna help out that team well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, that's
So
for sure.
yeah, no, I know how the NBA works. I thought for sure, like, obviously one of the teams who really, really sucked was going to get Cooper Flag, but man, their 1% chance earned them it.
And Montana Cheese says, "Holy shit! I didn't even think about that."
I'm
Yeah, man.
telling you, man. So yeah, they're going to be, yeah, I know they made that deal with the NBA. It's common sense. I mean, it's obviously that just proved it right there.
I know.
But yeah, so I mean, that's what's up, man. Now they got Luka's one of my favorites, bro. But like, if obviously Cooper Flag is someone you want to train, get an NBA shape, and you could definitely have him like as your future. You know what I'm saying? Dude's a
Hmm.
solid player. So, yep, that's how it works right there. Eye for an eye, bro.
Well, we definitely know that the NBA took out your boy Tatum.
I don't even want to talk about it. I'd rather not want to talk about it. So,
So let me ask you: do the Celtics still have a chance?
if Jason Tatum is not playing, they could probably win the next game at home, but it's going to be a tough one.
Tough?
That's like, like Tatum's there, like I said, that's their big gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's tough,
No,
tough.
definitely.
They're a deep team, but you take away, you know, they'd have to really, their coach is going to have to really coach if there's no Tatum on the floor. You know what I
Yeah,
mean by that? Like
for sure.
he's going to have to pull a lot of shit out of his ass to fucking, all right, I ain't got my big gun. Let's see how I could incorporate everyone else.
I
Like I
know.
said, at home they'd be fine. It's the road game, the game
Mm,
6 road game.
that's gonna screw it all up.
That's that's what he'd have to go up against.
Hmm.
Unless Porzingis just blows up for 30 or 40 and gets that series back to Boston, then I would be like, okay, cool. But yeah, like that's without I don't know. We got to see Tatum's injury report, man. We'll know in
Right,
the
right,
morning.
right.
I like I said, like I hate when I see an injury and it's not non-contact because it says
Yeah.
a lot. It's like, bro.
Oh,
So
I know. I know.
it's like the
Um,
worst.
yeah, it is. It is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about your team, bro. I really am.
Oh yeah, everyone is. Everyone
I
is.
don't know about everyone. There might be some people that really don't like the Celtics, but
There's a lot of people that don't like the Celtics, bro.
I'm not one of them. I like green. I like the color green.
It's all good, man.
All right. Well, let's move on and let me pull this up for you guys. So, If you guys didn't know, we definitely want to warn you because the FDA announced a recall on ready-to-eat food sold in 4 states due to potential listeria contamination. It says the FDA announced that Fresh and Ready Foods is voluntarily recalling 86 different ready-to-eat sandwiches and snacks due to potential contamination with listeria. These products were sold in vending machines and break room areas in corporate offices, medical buildings, and healthcare facilities. Oh, that's tough. Um, the recall was initiated after a routine FDA inspection revealed a positive finding for listeria bacteria on a piece of equipment in the Fresh and Ready Foods production facility.
That's all
So yeah,
bad.
it says that the affected products were distributed in Arizona, California, Nevada, and Washington. At
West
this
Coast.
time, yeah, this time the recall applies to any Fresh and Ready Foods products with use by dates between April 22nd, 25 and May 19th, 25. So the recall includes 86 different Fresh and Ready food products, including a variety of different types of sandwiches, ready-to-eat pasta, snack box, and other ready-to-eat snack mixes. So yeah, guys, just stay away from Fresh and Ready right now, or ready to eat, because I guess that's what they call it. Fresh and ready foods, yeah, because that is not the business right now. Nobody here wants to get listeria, and we definitely don't want to see you, especially if we told you ahead of time. You know. All right, let us move on to some Giannis news. What's going on with Antetokounmpo?
He is wanting to explore a trade.
A trade?
I mean, yeah, it makes sense because he's a solid dude. He's never really asked to be traded.
Yeah.
They tried to have it work by bringing Dame there. Just the Celtics were too strong for them. And I believe, you know, he wants to explore trades, especially in states where there's no income tax. That's what he said. Like, because the Rockets and Spurs are two people who are really looking into Giannis, which makes sense because they both have good teams. Imagine if he went to the Spurs with Wembanyama, the 7'5" guy.
Right.
Oh, dude, that'd be kind of crazy, dude. Their front line would be insane. But yeah, I mean, he's been a solid player. He's always wanted to win. He doesn't team up with people usually. If he did, he would have already went to the Warriors years ago. You know what I mean? And
The funny thing about that is that his brother already won a ring before him.
he has a ring. Giannis has a ring.
No, but the brother won before him a ring.
Oh yeah, yeah. Obviously, but we're talking about on his own.
Right, right.
We're not talking about riding the bench,
I
But
know,
yeah,
but still, I'm just saying, bro. Pointing out the obvious.
exactly. He earned his ring in Milwaukee, though, bro. He went hard
Right,
that year. He went
right.
real ham that year. So, but yeah, man. We'll see where Giannis goes, man. I'm curious, man, because he definitely belongs. He definitely belongs to go somewhere, or he definitely deserves to go somewhere where he wants to go. I don't know where that's going to be, but he'll help any team.
Right.
If I were him, I'd want to jump ship too, just because he's been a solid foundation there for hella long, and they couldn't find the pieces to keep it going. You know what I mean? Like I said, they tried it with Dame and just didn't work a couple of years, and then the unfortunate injury that just happened to Dame. Like fuck.
And Giannis is getting up there in age, right?
That's what I'm saying. So he wants another championship, and I agree. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I totally agree. Because like I said, he's always been solid to the Bucks. If he did
Right.
want to jump ship, he would have done it years ago. He would have teamed up with Steph. He could have
Yeah.
went to the Warriors. The Warriors wanted that dude so bad, and dude, I guarantee you, they would have won more rings if he went there.
Yep. For sure.
He's a monster down there. So I don't know
Yes.
where he's gonna go. I'm curious to find out where he's gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that'll be kind of cool to see where Giannis goes, man. But yeah, solid
Definitely.
solid individual. So we'll see. It
Hell
will
yeah,
be
man.
like I said, it would be crazy if he does go to the Spurs.
Right.
That fucking front line with Wembanyama and Giannis, that would be crazy, bro.
Yeah. Would be. That would be kind of crazy, my friend.
It really would, man. It'd bring San Antonio back, man. I'd be like, if I'm Coach Pop, be like, hey, let me come back.
I know. One more year. One more year. Screw it.
Yeah, let me come back for one more. Well, I mean, fuck, man. If you got those two down there, fuck,
Oh yeah,
it's
winning.
fucking, they're fucking insane, dude. They can
Right.
just pass the ball to each other. You know, they're both
Exactly.
Giannis is 7, the other guy's 7'5". Just throw
Right.
it up above here.
I know. That'd be crazy. Play monkey
It
in the
would
middle
be.
of everyone.
That's what exactly, bro. You know what I mean? Oh, they're trying to double team here. Throw it. You know, have whoever on the outside go ahead shoot.
Right.
Ridiculous.
All
But
right.
yeah, so that should be interesting, bro.
Definitely. Definitely. Let's move on to some more celebrity news. And if y'all didn't know, now you're going to know, and that is that the P. Diddy trial has begun. Did you know, Jay?
Yeah, I read it.
Yeah. So that is also the headline and our title. But yeah, it says that the trial opened up in New York City with explosive testimony from hotel security guard. It says that the witness called to testify was Daniel Phillip, who said Ventura paid him for sex multiple times, often in Combs' presence. Phillip also claimed Combs would occasionally give direction. Um, Flores detailed being called to the floor where they were staying on, talking with the two, and even claimed he was offered a bribe by Combs. So, yeah, this is going to be pretty hurtful statements made, but with P. Diddy's lawyers, who really cares because he will probably get off with a slap on the wrist anyway.
He's got too much dirt on everyone, bro. All
I
he
know.
has to do is, like I said, since you have the best lawyers, just plead your way down and then give enough dirt on everyone else.
Exactly.
And he's got enough bread to pay off his fines, let's say.
Yeah, exactly. And he's probably going to have royalties for the rest of his life, you know.
Of course he is. He'll have
So he's good
royalties, and then he may have a thing on his ankle for the next, like, you know, however long. But
for sure.
that's about
We
it.
know, we know a guy that does it. It's all good. It's all good.
That's hella funny, bro.
All right. Well, yep, that is P. Diddy Combs. He is back on trial. It has started, and we shall see where it goes. But it's going to be definitely another entertaining piece of, I guess you could say, hip hop history that's going to go down. We'll see. We'll see. Let's move on and let's get into some other celebrity news with Tory Lanez. What happened there, brother?
Mr. Tory Lanez, man, he was stabbed in prison.
Say
So
what?
yeah, so they you know, he's in that prison in what's in the place by Bakersfield. I forgot the name.
Why is he in prison?
Oh, for what he did to Megan Thee Stallion, remember? The shooting?
Oh, that's
Remember?
right. That's right.
Yeah, so he's been in prison. He's been incarcerated for a minute. So he was stabbed, and they said he was in critical condition. So, I mean, I think he'll be fine, but obviously he was rushed to the hospital. You
How
know what I
long is
mean?
he in prison for?
I don't know. I actually don't know how long. I just know he's been in prison for a minute now. You know what I mean? I remember when that whole shooting went down, but it was kind of fishy. You know what I
Uh,
mean?
yeah.
Like when I heard about it, I was like, what? He shot what? You know?
Right.
But yeah, he was stabbed like 14 times in prison. So, and
Damn.
he's not a big dude. He's a small dude, bro. Tory Lanez. He's like a real small dude. You know what I'm saying?
So
So
somebody just had some beef with him in jail?
I'm sure of it. You know, I'm sure of it. Some type of beef. You know what I mean? You never know.
Right.
Canadian star. You know, he's from Canada. So
Oh, is he?
yeah.
Drake tried to take him out then.
Nah, I don't think so.
You
I don't think so. I would think it's someone who was cool with Megan Thee Stallion. So
think so?
maybe. I don't know. Who
You
knows
think
what Tory
the
Lanez has been
FBI
doing
or
in prison?
something's gonna look into Megan Thee Stallion now?
The what?
You think they're gonna look into Megan Thee Stallion now to see if maybe she's covering up some stuff?
No, I don't think so at all. And he's serving a 10-year sentence, by the way.
10 years? Okay.
Yeah.
How many years is he in already? Like 5?
When the hell did that happen? Nah, maybe 2.
2
I
only?
think
Oh,
that happened. I think that happened like maybe a couple of years ago because I remember when I heard about it, I was like, he what? You know, it was either last year or the year. I think it was the year before.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but yeah, so very
Maybe,
interesting.
maybe they'll let him off early on like good behavior or something, you know?
Well, yeah, he'll probably be up for parole in 5. That's what they usually do
Yeah,
half
exactly.
the time. You know what I mean? And then obviously right now, since he got stabbed 14 times, he probably won't be back in prison for a year, so that they'll knock a year off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see.
No, hopefully he survives, man.
Tory Lanez, but yeah, hella random, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
You know, he was probably mouthing off. He's in a California prison, you know, so
Yeah,
can't be mouthing off to the wrong people out here, bro.
I know, dude. It's all freaking. It's a lot of game bangers out here.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying, man.
You know,
So yeah, man. Tory
not good.
Lanez.
Not good, man. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully everything will be all right with him, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, let us move on and let us go into Jay's movie of the day with the quack quacks. What's going on?
I was I threw on an old school, bro.
Yes, sir.
I was in one of those moves of just like, you know what?
It's a
I'm
real
gonna
good flick.
watch. Ah, dude, it's one of my favorite movies growing up, man.
I know.
I loved so at this time in my life, I did a lot of I did a lot of ice skating. I love playing ice hockey. It was fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm really actually good at skating. So I'm not good with the figure skates. I'm good with the hockey skates.
Right.
So hockey skates, you stop on the side. Figure skates have that thing in the front, that toe pick.
Right.
I'm not good with those.
Yeah, yeah.
Stopping with those things is hella hard, bro. But I used to love playing ice hockey, man. That shit was hella fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, those were good times. But yeah, so I'm watching the Mighty Ducks, man.
Did you ever play professionally?
Nah, I wasn't. I didn't grow up in Canada, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was yeah, it was cool, man. It was a good time. Good times in life, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I
Yeah.
loved playing different sports, so it was fun, man. It was fun playing. I always used to love going to the over to Fashion Island back in the day.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Ice skating over there. It was fun, man. Good times. Yeah, man. Very good times.
After all those years, and they still have ice ring over there. That's pretty crazy, huh?
They still have it? No, they don't have Fashion Island there anymore, do they? Nah.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah, I mean they changed the name. It's not Fashion Island no
Oh.
more.
Oh, I don't know. I don't go over there, so I don't
The
know.
ice
That's
ring is
crazy.
still there.
No shit.
Yeah.
No fucking shit.
Yep.
Wow. I didn't know. That
Shoot.
shocks me, bro. That
Oh, really?
shocks me. Yeah. Because
I
I
didn't
thought
know
the
you
only
did.
I thought the only one that was still over there is the one in Belmont. The one in
That one
Belmont.
is
It's on.
they closed that one. They built apartments there.
Oh no shit. So they closed.
Hmm.
I thought it was opposite. So they closed the one in Belmont. Oh, that's funny.
That was a
I didn't
super
like.
cutty,
I was gonna say I didn't like that one in Belmont.
super cutty, bro.
Yeah, I thought that shit was a dump, bro.
It was. It was.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's funny, man.
The
But
Fashion
yeah,
Island,
man.
they did the whole thing. Now they got hella
No
nice
shit.
restaurants. They got a Chick-fil-A right next door.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Damn, they really did it up like that. I'm shocked. I haven't been over there in a minute, man. That's
It's
crazy.
really nice now, bro. Really nice.
That's a trip, man. That trips me out majorly. That's cool that they still have that then.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the turn up back in the day, bro.
I know, bro. I know. I remember those
I
days.
used to love trying to show out on that, man. Because I
Yeah.
told you I had hockey skates.
Yeah. Exactly.
Good
Fun
times, bro.
times. Fun times.
Fucking fun times is right, bro. You know what I mean?
So, why don't you tell the people what is the Mighty Ducks about?
The Mighty Ducks is about a guy who's a lawyer named Gordon Bombay. He's actually a lawyer and he gets into trouble. Like he actually gets a DUI. And so he's obviously representing himself and they make him do community service because of his DUI. And so he shows up in a limo, and he's supposed to coach this hockey team, a kids hockey team at that. And like he used to play ice hockey as a kid. He was actually really good. And he ends up coaching this team. And, at first he was just like, but then he really got into it. And, it reminded him of his childhood. And then he made the Mighty Ducks. They were like the worst of the worst. They didn't have uniforms. They didn't have nothing. They were called District 5. They were like the worst of the worst. And he ended up changing their whole team around and competing with the team that he played for when he was a kid. I mean, one of the most excellent movies I ever seen, man. Like, honestly, like, obviously I'm biased because I was a kid and I love this stuff. So,
right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, like one of my favorites because then they made a part 2. I loved part 2 as well. You know what I mean? Like, but great movie, dude. I'd recommend it to anyone. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Can't go wrong with Charlie Sheen's brother.
Nah, man. Nah, of course not, dude. Like family just makes good movies, man.
I know, right?
He's one of my all-time favorite actors.
Yeah.
All time favorite, dude. Like, I know that's who we're doing the movies on too, because we have to. That guy's got some of my favorite movies all time, dude. All time.
I know. I used to love him in Young Guns.
Exactly. Billy the Kid. Ah, man, come on, man. Like that's you can't, like, it's too good. It's too good. Yeah, man. Some of the best movies he's made, bro. He's one of my favorite actors for sure.
What do you rate the movie 1 through 10? 10?
Oh, without a doubt. There's no flaws in this movie. There's not one flaw in this movie at all, bro. I can't even think of one if I tried. Not one flaw,
Not good.
Dude, it's just name one bad part. Go ahead. I'll wait. One bad part.
Let me think.
Exactly. You can't. And I know this movie in and out. I haven't seen this movie in, like, I don't know, maybe over a decade, maybe longer. And I can't think of one bad. Oh, dude, yeah, I haven't seen this. Like, I actually want to, like, watch it fully later on. But there's not one bad part in this movie. I actually want to watch part 1 and part 2. Yeah. I really do. One of my favorites, bro. I love, you don't understand. I used to watch this and D2 all the time, man.
Yeah.
When I was really into, like, ice hockey.
Yeah, I know.
And then I hopped on those rollerblades, man. It was fun.
No, I love rollerblading back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I used to play outside, dude, in SF.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean? I used to play right there in North Beach. Me and my cousin. It was so much fun.
Very cool.
Yeah, man. Some of the best times, bro, ever. That's that grade school stuff right there, bro. Grade school life.
I already know, man.
Some of the best times ever, man.
What do you so you rated the movie 10 and you wanted to do the movie on Emilio?
Got to, man. He's got too many movies, bro.
Well, what is your favorite movie?
You just named one of the best movies he did too, Young Guns.
I had to get it out there before you try to take it from me.
Oh, man. He's got so many good fucking movies, dude. Like,
yeah, what's your favorite one of his?
Oh, my God. I have like a few, dude.
So just say 2 then.
All right. Well, besides this one, I'll go. I gotta go. The Stakeout series, Stakeout and Another Stakeout. I gotta do that. Oh, those were some of my favorites. It was with Richard Dreyfuss, and they were undercover cops. Oh God, some funny shit, bro.
Stakeout?
Yeah, there's Stakeout and Another Stakeout. It's with Richard Dreyfuss. Oh man, you're missing out, bro. So
Another Stakeout. Let me see.
Yeah, Richard Dreyfuss and Emilio Estevez, they're undercover cops. And they have to, like, pursue a certain criminal in each one. And, oh, dude, fucking hilarious, bro.
Oh, really?
I have to, yeah, I have to name those, and I gotta name Breakfast Club, dude. That's
Oh,
like,
I know. That's
you can't like, since you took the whole Young Guns thing, I gotta go Breakfast Club, dude,
oh, I already
because
know. I already know.
it's too
That's
iconic.
classic.
It's
That's
too
classic.
fucking iconic, bro. Every movie I just named there are all tens,
Yeah,
and then the one you name is a 10. That's what I mean. Those are all tens. There's nothing bad about any of those movies. Not one flaw.
that's a cult classic, bro.
Which one? All of them.
No, that's like that one in particular.
What, Young Guns?
Breakfast Club. That's a
Oh,
cult
but
classic.
no, that's what I'm saying. It's Breakfast Club that's iconic.
Yep,
Like fucking iconic, man.
I know.
Doesn't get no better, bro. So yeah, like I said, this guy's has some of my. He's a part of that era, you know. That obviously I always name Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Russell, all them, but he's
Yeah,
definitely in there. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but not
Because
like one of them. He's different than them. He never was like
he's different from them, but guess what? His movies are just as big.
for sure.
That's what I mean. His movies are just as big, and he's in the same era. And it's because he's Charlie Sheen's brother too.
Exactly.
That's what I mean. He just makes excellent films, dog. That's what I mean. It's just a different genre. You know what I mean? All the
Yeah,
other ones are all action, this, that. But this cat, like, think about this, Mighty Ducks. This is a ice hockey kid movie.
yeah, I know. And
Excellent. You know, Breakfast Club. That's about, that you're in high school. You know what
right.
I mean? Like, Young Guns. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was just a different genre in the same time. You know, he like carried that other side of the genre. Is like, oh, that's that guy.
Yep.
Fucking amazing, bro. One of my favorite actors ever, for sure.
Him and his brother actually did a movie together, if you remember.
Men at Work.
Yep.
That's what I mean, man. Like, I didn't throw that one in there because there's too many other good ones, but that was an excellent movie too.
That was funny. A good one.
Dude, that's too many good movies, bro. Like, way too many good movies.
But yeah, my favorite one, the Young Guns, and I would also go with, since you said two, I'll go with two, the Outsiders.
Oh, he was to the outside.
That,
Damn, that's
that's
old.
a cult classic as well, bro. Like big
That's
time.
fucking old.
Old, but it got all the people, from that
It
era.
really did, man. That's old, man. That's too. That's OG.
Yeah, exactly.
That's OG right there, bro. That was a good one though, man.
Yeah, it
I
was.
forgot about that. I forgot about that one, man.
As far as the underrated movie of his that I really liked was Judgment Night with Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, you seen that one or no?
Yeah.
That was kind of it was a thrilling ass movie, bro. Because I think that was like Chicago or Detroit or something like that,
Yep.
right? I think it was
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, right? Because they were trying to
It was shy.
yeah, Chi-Town, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After that, I was like, I'll never go into like South Side of Chi-Town.
That's a trip.
But that was 93. I think it was much worse back then than it is now, anyway.
Of course. That was when it was Crook County, man.
Well, you had like Cabrini Green projects there and stuff too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of
Those were
people.
the tough,
Yeah.
tough areas, man.
I was like one of the biggest.
I know that shy is still hard though. I've heard, but I like those times. Oh, that shit was insane.
You just got like a whole bunch of different gangs and like very next blocks over type thing, you know?
Yep.
Pretty crazy. I see LA, it's a little spread out. So you
Yeah.
got like a couple buffer zones before you hit the next gang block. Like Chicago or Chi-Town, bro. Like shit, it's literally like the very next street light, you know?
Well, that's because it's like it's a metropolitan. It's like Frisco, you know.
Yeah.
That's why you don't have that spread out gap.
I mean, it's a little bit more spread out than Frisco. Frisco is probably one of the smallest cities, but most people don't know that because the hills make it feel like it's much bigger than it is.
Oh yeah, it's only 7x7.
7x7, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But we got a whole bunch of like cities within cities as well, you know. So
Yep.
that's pretty cool. Any other notable mentions of Emilio's?
Free Jack. Free Jack.
Sure.
You ever seen Free Jack?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Fuck.
It's a good one.
Excellent film, dude.
I know. I know.
And they in that movie too, they kind of go, that's more, like if you think about it, that's like tech stuff, you know what I mean?
Tech stuff?
Yeah, like tech, you know what I mean? You're going into the future and then you jacking someone and then, taking them
Yeah.
back, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm going to use this dude. I'm going to transplant my brain, transplant this, transplant that, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like that's kind of crazy to think about because that stuff will be coming up.
Yeah, exactly.
If you think about it, you know what I mean? Like that's a trip, putting the brain into it. Oh, speaking of that, have you heard that I saw this the other day that they were working on transplanting like a head to head on a different body.
No
Oh,
way.
dude, I saw
What?
it. AI, basically, and they were talking about if when it's connected, is if you lose your soul or is it
Yeah.
the same?
Consciousness. Yeah.
Yes. I was like, oh shit. That's why when I just said free jack, I was like, oh shit. I just seen this the other day with AI, like they were talking about, and I was like, oh fuck. That's what I mean when I said that shit's coming up, bro. We're gonna be seeing all this shit coming up, dog.
Right. Right.
This is some crazy stuff coming up, man. Believe
Shit.
me, like there's a lot of crazy stuff. But free jack now I want to watch that.
So they can like somebody can like kill you and then they can be like, all right, now we're gonna switch his face and nobody will even know type shit.
Exactly. And if they connect it to a body, you could still have your brain waves and everything. Oh man, I was like, no way. But
Like
they were talking about, like I said, they were talking about if you will get your same soul. That's what they were talking
yeah.
about. Or if it's just going to be like, okay, I have the mind and everything, but not the same like person. You know what I'm saying?
How could you even determine something like that?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean, man. The future's coming, bro. I'm all for it, dog.
Are you for that?
I'm for everything, bro. Like,
Why that though in particular?
I don't know, man. I'm someone who wish that I could see every like aspect in time, like all throughout history.
Right.
I'd love to be remembering sinners.
Uh-huh.
I'd love to be immortal.
Oh yeah, for sure. So you would take the bite?
To be immortal, probably.
Really? No way.
Yeah,
You would be selling your soul to the devil, bro.
I know it sucks, but I would love to see everything in history, man. I really would. It fascinates me, unless like they came up with something where I could see everything that already happened.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So
CH says Tropic Thunders and Young Guns.
who
CH
says which ones?
Young Guns, like what we said,
Oh fuck yeah, Young Guns. That's a shit.
and Tropic Thunders. I don't think I saw Tropic Thunders before.
What are you talking about? You always talk about Tropic Thunder.
No, I don't think Emilio Estevez was in that movie, bro.
No, he wasn't. That's why I'm saying, but you always talk about Tropic Thunder.
The movie Tropic Thunder, yeah, but I think he's talking about a movie called Tropic Thunders that Emilio was in, since he mentioned Young Guns. Since they mentioned Young Guns,
I've actually never. I don't think he's in a movie called Tropic Thunder, dude.
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember ever recalling a movie like that of his. So.
No. Yeah, I don't think so.
Tropic Thunder's movie,
but Young Guns, winning.
Yeah, great movie.
Winning life.
Yep. Very true. Very true.
Too many excellent movies, bro.
Oh, I know.
Like I said, him and Charlie Sheen, bro, they brought up the other genres for me in that time, in that era. I could always watch an Emilio Estevez or Charlie Sheen movie at any time.
True that.
Some of the best.
I'm surprised they didn't do more movies. I bet you they had like a clash of like egos too much,
Of course they do.
Had to.
Yeah, they didn't. They honestly, I heard they didn't like each other at first.
I think so. That's what I heard too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
Charlie
that's
Sheen
what
is like, very, very like egocentric,
exactly. That's what I mean. And Emilio Estevez is like the opposite, but like he came up on his like no one he didn't even want to use the same name, remember?
Exactly.
And he still came up. That's why I'm like, damn, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But it's fucking dope, man.
That's crazy how
Actually,
that whole story is, though, like with Emilio,
oh yeah. Uh-huh. I know.
very crazy. But
Yeah, man.
like you said, they both made it, so that's pretty cool,
Hell yeah, they did.
you know. All right,
Excellence.
let's move on and get into some crypto news. Let's see what's going on in the crypto world, man. I know you happy, Jay. I'm sure you're seeing stuff moving on up.
Oh yeah. Everything's up.
Exactly. So right now we got Bitcoin sitting at 102,540. It is down actually 1.35% over the last 24 hours. Ethereum, your largest altcoin, it is sitting at 2,448. It is down 2.59. That Ethereum, when the last like 7 days has just been booming, man. I'm really happy that Ethereum is where it is because it was like looking pretty bad for a moment there. Your fear and greed index is at 71 in the green tier. So yeah, we are in the greed. You're not going to make as much money, but it looks like as of right now, it is a little dip. So if you still wanted to get into something, right now would be an okay time, I guess, before it keeps shooting back up. Your global crypto market cap as a whole. Oh shoot, I took that out. I used to say it, and it doesn't say it anymore. So sorry, I can't tell you what the crypto market cap as a whole is, but I could tell you what the top 5 trending coins are. And that is number 1, XRP. That is up 2.79%. Number 2 is Bitcoin. Number 3 is Ethereum. Number 4 is DGen, which is up 78%. That thing just went up like crazy. And number 5 is Solana, which is actually down 3.72%.
Yeah.
Now, I did find your crypto market cap as a whole is at 3.26 trillion. It is down 2%. Breaking news, the U.S. will temporarily cut tariffs on Chinese goods to 30% from 145% for 90 days, which is also going to fuel this little run. Chess, guys. Chess. As far as your top 5 gainers, number 1, we got Coin 6900, which is up 597%. Number 2 is Not Cat. That one is up 509%. Number 3 is Turbo Trump. That one is up 423%. Number 4 is Trump AI, which is up 437%. Number 5 is Pepe MAGA, which is up 470%. As far as your top 100 that I would mention, number 27, we got Farting Unicorn. That one is up 79%. We got number 40, Block World. That one is up 46%. Number 50, we got Frogger. That one is up 25%. What else we got for you guys? Number 72, we got Tardy. Tardy is up 28%. Number 92 is Wink. That one is up 23%. And number 99, we got Infinite Money Glitch, or IMG, which is up 28%. That is our crypto news. Just kind of helped guide you along your financial future and success. Let us move on and let's get into the horoscopes for tomorrow. I definitely like to tell you your horoscopes to help to guide you along your spiritual path, I guess you could say, because we all need a little bit of helping out, I guess, throughout the day. So that's what we're here to do for you. Anyway, we like to start off with the first house of the zodiac, which is Aries, which is also my sign. But for you, Aries, tomorrow, May 13th, maintaining gut health is essential, but stress might disrupt digestion. Engaging in professional networking at a work event will broaden your career opportunities. Keeping credit utilization low will benefit long-term financial health. A small compromise in a family situation will keep harmony intact. Now we got our Taurus. Hold on 1 second, because an ad just popped up for me. I need to get out of it. It is disrupting my whole reading. Taurus, bank savings offer stability but limited growth. Consider diversifying. Your health goals are attainable with consistent effort, while small indulgences won't derail progress. Career advancement may take time, but persistence pays off. Resolving a minor home issue calmly will maintain family peace. A road trip promises joyful discoveries. Gemini, listening to your body will help maintain energy levels, especially when feeling stretched. Building client loyalty through thoughtful communication will boost professional standing. Steady financial returns from past investments add security, and connecting with extended family tomorrow will bring joy and unity. Cancer, a minor budget adjustment may be needed to accommodate unexpected expenses. Sharing family duties will foster stronger bonds. A road trip brings thrilling moments. Routine health checkups might feel overwhelming, but they are crucial for long term wellness. And your dedication at work will be recognized through increased responsibility, though increased responsibility. Leo, which is Jade's sign as well. Your positive attitude at work will boost team morale. Strategic spending will make new purchases more manageable. Surprising loved ones with thoughtful gestures will strengthen family bonds. An exciting trip awaits filled with new experiences, and balanced eating habits will nourish both body and mind, maintaining your vitality. Then we got Virgo. Following a structured routine keeps your energy stable but allows flexibility for changes. Supporting family members through health challenges builds deeper connections. A failed property sale might tie up finances temporarily. Work delegation could feel uneven, requiring adjustments, and traveling tomorrow will unfold smoothly with moderate excitement. Libra, boosting hydration levels will improve overall well being, but avoid excessive water intake. Managing overdue bills on time will prevent financial setbacks. Office challenges may test your patience, but resilience will keep you moving forward. Teaching children responsibility requires a delicate balance to avoid conflict. Scorpio, colleagues may seek your insights, appreciating your supportive approach. Sharing bedtime stories with family creates lasting bonds. Incorporating stability exercises will improve your physical balance. Your financial growth remains consistent, fostering security. Sagittarius, mindful relaxation techniques will help manage mood swings and maintain calm. Participating actively in professional events will enhance your. Oh, shoot. Hold on, guys. Sorry, my thing just kind of like stopped. Where are we at? Oh, here it is. Sagittarius. I'm just going to redo it. It says mindful relaxation techniques will help manage mood swings and maintain calm. Participating actively in professional events will enhance your visibility. Careful budgeting tomorrow will prevent financial strain, and supporting your spouse's career choices will strengthen your bond. All right. And now we got Capricorn. Clearing pending dues promptly will protect your financial standing. Building a strong mentorship network will accelerate career growth. Strengthening family ties through shared activities fosters warmth and unity. Eating fiber rich foods tomorrow will support digestion and sustained energy. A short getaway will bring much needed relaxation. Aquarius, a new career opportunity may emerge unexpectedly. Evaluate carefully. Small acts of kindness within the family will foster harmony. Traveling tomorrow will be pleasant with minor surprises along the way. Keeping a balanced diet will enhance your vitality tomorrow. Thoughtful financial planning will ensure long term stability. Last but not least, we got our Pisces. Taking time for self care tomorrow will aid in emotional healing. Lending money might strain your finances. Consider wisely. An impromptu work meeting could shift priorities, so stay adaptable. Supporting loved ones during tough times builds strong bonds. All right, guys, that is our horoscope for May 13th, 2025. And like I said, we guide you along your way every day when we do stuff like that. Let us move on and let us get into Jay's final word. I'm sorry, Jay's final conspiracy or a conspiracy. What is conspiracy, Jay? I said that all screwed up.
I was like, what the?
are live and direct. No
Live and
games.
direct. You ever
No
seen that photo
games.
back in the day of it was like a little, they took a photo of a little girl and she was in a field and there was like a space dude behind her.
I think it was like on a
You ever seen
band
that photo?
cover or something. I might have seen something like that.
Yeah, no, like this photo has like been passed around for like decades. Well, basically, yeah, it's like a very, very popular photo. And there was like, when I saw it like a lot of years ago, I was like, why is there a girl, like a little girl, and then a space dude behind her? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Well, basically, it's called the Solway Firth Spaceman. Basically, in 1964, this guy named Jim Templeton, he was in Solway Firth, which is in Cumbria, England. He was snapping photos of his youngest daughter, Elizabeth, and he didn't think anything of it. Obviously, his family was behind him, and then his little girl was just out there in the field, and he was snapping photos. Basically, when he went to develop like the film, they said, "Man, what a great photo!" But why were you taking photos with like someone behind her? And he was like, what are you talking about? You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean?
Yeah.
He had no idea. So they showed him, he was like, let me see the photo. He's seen the photo and he sees this space dude behind the girl. And he's like, what
Yeah.
dude, there was no one there. Like, his family could back him on this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so he was tripped out. Like he's looking at the photo. So he was like, he decided to go to the newspapers, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And from there, just everything took off because, like everyone was like, okay, so you snapped this photo. Then who the hell is it? You know what I mean? And so Kodak got a hold of this, right? Kodak, the photo company.
Yep.
And they were trying so hard to put out a reward to prove that this was a fake. And obviously, this is back in like, the 60s, 70s, 80s, you know what I mean? Like a fake, you know what I mean? Who the hell's
Yeah.
going to fake that at this time? You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
To prove it had been altered. And they could not do it. It was hilarious. And so what happened literally after this all took off? In Australia, they were going to do a missile test launch. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And at the last minute, they decided to abort it. And it said there was, this is a quote that said there were two people at this launch pad. And when they saw that photo that circulated like worldwide, the photo of the girl,
Yeah.
they said the people that were at that launch pad were in that photo.
Oh, really?
Very tripped out, right? Because like, hold on, those are two different areas, right? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Basically, I don't know how, but these worlds got crossed because that missile that they were about to fire,
Uh-huh.
it was made in the exact same region where he took that photo.
Oh, damn.
And yeah, and somehow the damn, like the people that were in the same spacesuits were at that spot in Australia. That
Damn.
were the same exact people that were in this photo. I don't
Wow.
know how, why, or how it even crossed paths.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always wanted to know about that photo because I saw it like hella years ago. I thought it was like a time traveler thing.
Yeah.
Me and time. I always do time travel fucking conspiracies. But I was
Right.
like, so when I saw that photo, I was like, damn, someone time traveled in someone's photo.
I
But
know, right?
I mean, if you kind of think about it, it's a similar type feature.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's just crazy because obviously that photo was never altered. He took photos. This is like I said in the 60s, and that was in the background. Then when the people in Australia saw it and they're like, "Oh my God, those are the two people. Those are the people that are at the launch pad. Same exact uniform, everything." And I was just like, "Well, I was like, wow, dude, But it's weird because that's where they made the damn missile
Right.
that was about to, test launch. Some crazy, crazy stuff there, man. But
Yep.
yeah, that shit just tripped me out. I always wanted to research it because a lot of those photos from back in the day, I like to, because like I said, a lot of it's time travel stuff. But so when I did the research on it, I was like, oh, dude, that shit's dope, man.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
I wanted to know about it. You know what I mean? So I just thought it tripped me out. Like it was a trip because, you know, the people that were in the photo, you know, I mean, obviously if you take a photo and you see that in the background, you'd be like, what the hell is that?
Right.
You know, that shit was it was a trip.
Yeah, that's kind of
Definitely.
crazy.
Yeah, definitely one of my definitely one it's always cool to research things, man, like that. Because, you know what I mean? Like I said, there's certain things that you see back in the day and you're just like, huh? You know? You know, there's a lot of different photos of people
Yeah.
throughout history that you're just like, huh?
Right.
What were they doing there at that time? Because, you know, they look like they're out of place.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, man. There's a
Yeah.
lot of those photos, bro. There's a lot. I have like many more of the same like time travel type shit.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure.
You know what I mean? That I just want to research because I'm like, huh, you know?
Yeah. Definitely.
Because that shit hella interests me, dude. Time travel. I told you, man. Like, you know, if I could figure out time travel, alchemy, all that stuff, you know, Count Saint Germain, then yeah, I probably won't. You know, I probably wouldn't do the whole sinner's bite thing for immortality. But if I could figure out how to, you know, keep myself going throughout the centuries, I definitely will.
Yeah. For sure. For
I
sure.
hella want to. I always
Let me
wanted to
know
see
when
it,
you figure that
right?
out. I want the secret.
Right? And oh, that's real, man. That's some real
Yeah.
shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's out there. We've
Oh,
already
for
seen it. There's too much proof.
I know.
Way too much proof.
That's true.
You know, but we're gonna have that tech anyway, basically.
Right.
That's what I believe.
Oh yeah. No, we will.
You know what I mean? It's fucking
Yeah.
cool, man.
I know. Time
It really is.
travelers.
It really is, man. You know what I mean? But we're gonna have that tech, you know.
Yeah, they're already talking about certain things. I mean, like we already
Of
know that
course.
whatever they tell us, we're like they're already 50 years like ahead of what they're
That's what I
saying.
mean. They were, yeah, they purposely slowed us down 50 to 100 years.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
you know what I mean? That's why they put that shit in movies, you know.
exactly, exactly.
You know what I mean? So, yeah,
All
man.
right. Well, let's move on and let's get into our final segment. Which, before I do that, I do want to also say and mention if you missed it, please check out on Saturday. We have a segment that we do for you. It is called Chef with Jeff, and your boy Jay makes a real good dinner. What did you make for them this Saturday?
I made a couple different things because I had to, so I have to, so for my mom's diet, I have to puree a lot of her food.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So for her, there was like carrots, chicken, and I believe some potatoes, like a sweet potato.
Uh-huh.
And then for me, it was more like steak, pork, and like I had my own version, sweet potato. You know what I mean?
Nice,
So,
nice.
and then yeah, and then I threw a salad up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
sure.
I have to like do it like different prep. So it's a lot harder to
Yeah.
do multiple. But you know, like I have to do everything, man. Like that's just what I have to do now. You know,
No, sure.
and
What
I
you
know I
made,
can do it. I know I can
yeah,
do it.
what you made
You know
looked
what I
really
mean?
good. And I was like, damn, okay.
Good,
That
good.
Chef
You know what
Jeff,
I'm
he knows what he's doing.
saying? Well, yeah, and just like I said, just learning the new diet for my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
You know, because it's hard, man. It's hard. It's no easy task, man. Making food. You know what I mean?
right.
You know, because you want it to taste good too, obviously.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
You know what I mean? Especially when I'm pureeing it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, now you get to learn a whole new cooking style for you. With like,
literally. Well, it's not for me. I need a lot of big things. You
yeah,
know,
yeah, oh, for sure.
but yeah, it's easy for me to cut. So cut season is cut season. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, for sure. It's a
No, yeah, yeah.
it's a blessing being able to do everything in my house.
No, definitely. But yeah, your segment looked really good. And on Sundays, we also do the date with Kate, which is I go out with my wife and we do like show you around wherever we go. This weekend, she actually took a trip. I had to work, but she took a trip to LA. So if you check out a Sunday's Kate, date with Kate, You will see a little bit of LA that she took some photography of and made some videos of. So that's kind of cool, like Hollywood area, Santa Monica Pier, pretty cool stuff. And to finalize our show today, let us get into Jay's final words of wisdom.
I'm gonna go with a Nietzsche quote today. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm going with that because just life, you got to learn to overcome adversity and difficult situations because you will grow from it. And you will be, you will grow and you will have resilience, you know what I mean? And you will be a lot stronger, you know what I mean? You can,
Right.
you can do anything in the world. And it's like, certain things just get popped up and thrown in your path, and then you just have to man up and I'll do it. I got it. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters.
Exactly.
It's tough though, man. Certain things are tough. But you just got to do it.
Life is kind of tough in the beginning, like until you kind of figure out your footing and stuff,
Yeah.
I'm talking about for like when you're growing up as like a teenager. I think a lot of teenagers kind of struggle with trying to find their purpose in life and stuff. And I think it's like at the end of the day, it's not really, I don't think life should be like, so much about trying to find your purpose, but like doing more of like what actually makes you happy in life,
Yeah.
Because that's the only way to happiness, true happiness, or else you're never going to be happy.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, pretty much going off of what you're saying, adversity is not your enemy. It is your teacher. It shapes your spirit, strengthens your will, and carves your courage into stone. Just as the eagle flies highest against the storm, you too must rise with purpose through your trials. Do not curse the struggle, honor it, for it is there that your true power is born. Walk forward with your head high, for your ancestors walked through fire so you could stand in the sun. And that is true. And yeah, that is our show for the day. Thank you guys so much for being here. Shout out to the 30 people watching. And we will be back on tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. And starting Sunday, we will start not only probably going live after a while, but we will also be recording a lot more segments of the gym sessions that we do, because we will be doing them together again. So we have we'll be able to kind of help each other out with the camera holding and all that stuff. It takes a lot of recording and stuff to do when you're in the gym. So,
yeah. Plus, we'll have a gym one posted tonight. So
exactly. So
I'll have a gym one posted for sure, no doubt.
So just be ready for that as well, guys. And like I said, thank you so much for being here. Health, wealth, and happiness. That's what we preach, and that's what we try to give you on this show, with obviously the entertainment factor. So yeah, till tomorrow, guys.